Maybe, but things have gotten dangerous before in the past, but it's never shaken him.
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism has taken place, he'll be right as rain.
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to harass us while Sensei is impaired. Get out of here immediately! Don't make me draw my blade, or you won't live to regret it.
No, you got it so wrong. We just came here to,
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of make, but then we got here and overheard you talking about...
From the way you're dressed, it doesn't look like you're from around here. Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on high alert. We haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciple. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, how about this? Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He then proceeded to defeat many other prominent sword masters, never losing a single fight. He once said that his goal was to become the best sword master in the world. And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own art. His fervor truly inspired us, and we trained hard, determined to keep up with him. But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his vision taken away. He hasn't been the same since. He says the strangest things over and over, and he refuses to let us train. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's been possessed by an evil spirit. So we've asked the shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine to perform an exorcism. But if I'm honest, I still have my doubts.
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head shrine maiden is reputed to have very close ties with the almighty Shogun herself. Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even one of the ordinary shrine maidens from the Grand Narukami Shrine would have clear power and authority to perform an exorcism. So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going to be just fine. The exorcism will take place this evening. You're both more than welcome to come and watch if you're interested.
So, losing your vision can cause possession? Guess we should come back this evening and see for ourselves.
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness Sensei in one of his fits of just now, when Nanako was attending to him. She heard him whisper when she asked him who the people were. He said it looked like he was in great ears and looking frantically around. Oh, he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. others we didn't recognize. But they all seemed to be the names of sword masters he had defeated. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago, and he has been a wanderer ever since. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the shrine maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away with it. Come on, let's go after them. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the... And what are you doing sneaking around these parts?
Bad news? I'll have you know I train side by side with... Talk about that time anymore. But if you must know...
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, that's me. Because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him ever again. When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as a steady and dependable older disciple. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. So the majority of disciples are indifferent to rank and reward. I was no exception. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei and ask him, with a beaming smile on his face, how to become the best in the world. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword master, barely days into his training, showed that he had a fickle mind, and that this would impede him from ever mastering the blade. I thought so too at the time, but Domon began making swift progress in his training. Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long since freed his mind from all agitation. He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection in the art of the sword, and nothing could deter him from this goal, no matter what stood in his way.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So how come you don't want to ever see him again?
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed our sensei as the master of... Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Everyone had high expectations for me. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the match, but my pride. Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei, too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and after that I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, though, I still respected his mastery of the blade and his commitment to the art of the sword. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. How could he, I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my complete astonishment, I heard him call my name. So you see, I came here not to cause him any harm. Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong this time. He wasn't here to... Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go...
What? You're saying... Does that mean that he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No.
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having... But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare... And all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago that Lady Yai has taken...
Lady Yai? Is that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine? That's wonderful news!
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and has abundant experience in the exorcism of evil spirits and aversion of great calamity. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sensei, but Lady Yai can give a conclusive...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask...
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady, I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice?
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady...
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. She has direct and close... Anyway, you should... Given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our...
Sure! Who knows? Maybe...
It's my lucky day! Spring forth!
Nice and spicy!
Take this!
I'll protect us! Go, Barbara, go!
Power dependent Archon!
Cheap tricks!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
You win.
Boba, get them! Race you! None of this
It'd be right there. Excuse me? Space.
What'd they do this time?
Our bond is strong.
Every little bit counts. For justice. No, my sword!
This will be interesting.
just in time. So soon.
Come on, we can do it.
Don't push her. Freeze.
Out of my sight.
No escape.
I'll protect us.
Cool it. Scatter.
This body
Can't run from death.
I'll keep this close.
think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junior is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me...
As you can see, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all...
Lady Ai, it must be a possession. This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a...
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is...
But... Then...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into as one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Ai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic...
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady Ai, I'm not sure
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself, as he battled his growing anxiety. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a girl? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew...
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I couldn't face the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further than you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from the hands of the pirates, I told myself I would follow in your footsteps for the rest of my days. I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. All I know is that here and now, in the present, I wish to continue. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held high and announce that I, like my sensei Domon before me, am a master of Meikyo Shisui art.
Nanako's far from the only one. Actually, all of us think that way.
Goodness. Well,
You see? You can place the ambition you once had in their hands. Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me, so I can't claim to understand it. But I do know what it feels like to have your ambitions crushed. That's what happened on the day that you so effortlessly defeated me. So, just as I once placed my ambitions onto you, it is time for you to release yours into their custody. You are not in the same position that I was. When I left, I had nothing to my name. But you have a great number of worthy disciples.
I understand. I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Meikyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, so I cannot hope to still my mind and be free of agitation. But as your sensei, I shall commit to imparting unto you everything I have learned in my life so far. This is my promise. And I humbly ask Anzai, my senior, to hold me to my word.
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally anyway, just to make sure you hadn't lost your mind again. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore, so I will simply stop by once in a while to make sure you aren't cutting any corners with them. Well, don't just stand there staring at me. Say thank you to Lady Yai and then get yourself back home.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf. Guess that sort of solves this one, huh?
Traveler, a moment, please. Lady Yai has some words for you.
So, my intuition, the wind that blows from afar carries fresh life to these shores. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child.
Ooh, Lady Yai seems to have taken a real interest in you. She seems super mysterious. I'm so curious what she really meant by all that. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back to Miss Kamisato. Whew! We're finally... Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
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 Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's, Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out?
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be...
Oh, wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy...
Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Think back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity, thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for... But I believe that surely you understand. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my... You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my...
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd place my trust... Now then, given that the remainder of our
Well, here we are.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with...
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right. Such privileges exist due to...
Oh, Paimon!
Once the number of ceremonies...
Makes sense. Perfect put...
In any case... The almighty Shogun. She inspires awe, command... It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. They invariably adopt a stance of It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden The issue is this.
For the vast majority of people, after all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions. Because of this, the attitude of most people towards the
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in
Resistance? You mean like...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sangonomiya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sangonomiya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance.
Ooh, Paimon!
Oh? What would you...
Have you got a plan yet?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please.
So...
Well, for the moment. For example...
You're telling Paimon...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. The problem we are facing right now...
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot... Exactly. I feel the same way. By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant outcome time after time.
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch. Psst! Hey! What? Huh? There's someone. Come on! This way! What's going on? Can't you see we need to go help? Shh! Quiet! Just sit tight and watch for a moment. Hey! This isn't right, you know! Huh? Hey, wait! You do have a vision! Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right, I'll...
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given... this is your fault! You...
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost...
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance. Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction. Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of...
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows your...
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves... Stop it, hon. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake vision. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to...
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man.
Master Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it's... But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap. So, what about if I... Sure, welcome to the... Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding the... So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. Whoa, not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's... Time to...
Naganohara's fireworks are The essence of the Ame-no-Ma art is to have the patience to move mountains. Unrelenting willpower.
Unrelenting patience, willpower to move mountains.
Have we really run out of exciting cases?
I pray that today is safe as always and nothing eventful happens.
Have we really run out of exciting cases?
I pray that today is safe as always and nothing eventful happens. I pray that today is safe as always and nothing eventful happens.
Now that we're in...
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up.
You sure?
Yes,
What's the hurry?
Talk about a big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Germinate!
Nice and straight!
Oh, so sorry. I must propagate! Withdraw.
Boba, get them!
I need to train harder.
Battle formation!
Scatter!
Oh, let's dance!
Dodge this!
I won't forget this.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. He's got to be a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength. Right? Let the show begin.
I must withdraw. Brace yourself for your lesson.
Soldiers, quick!
Don't get frostbite. Don't fight back. I must withdraw. Despite that, best show me what you've got. I need to train harder.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Brace yourself.
At the frog hip,
I dare you!
Freeze. This moment will be frozen in time. Withdraw.
Boba, get them!
bastard.
Dodge this! Scatter! Yeah! Cool it! Propagate! Freeze!
I'll protect him.
Did you really think that little locking?
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? That's Kojo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryou Commission itself.
Yes, ma'am.
Paimon sure wouldn't want to get... Hey, this is our chance. Let's move while they aren't watching Master Mas. Yoimiya, are you
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide! Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like...
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks... Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was part... Yoimiya! Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular. Look, the coast is clear. Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, come on! We've got no time. Oh.
Yes. Leave. He's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical attention. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't be long until I bring him right back.
Well...
Leave.
Yes.
Master Masakatsu,
Don't worry. I think I can...
thank you. Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujusara. It seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks. How about we go tell...
Special yakitori for my side.
I see. So Kujo-Sara's... I wonder if we should...
Unlikely. Don't forget, in her eyes, if our true...
True. We are now what? You're turning out...
Indeed. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush, my lady. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryou Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration. And the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryou Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us.
You do present a good point. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Perhaps a period of rest is in order. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game?